In the depths of the Imperium's vast libraries, a forbidden tome awaits its revelation, the Archivist's Codex Arium, unveiling the darkest secrets. Prepare to delve into the abyss and witness the untold horrors. In the dark annals of the cosmos, there exists a malevolence so profound, so grotesque, that it defies the very fabric of sanity. It is a horror that haunts the nightmares of those who dare to explore the depths of the Necron threat. I speak, of course, of the abominable beings known as the Flayed Ones. As an Imperial librarian entrusted with delving into the forbidden knowledge of the galaxy, I've come face to face with the terrors that lurk beyond the veil of our understanding. Among these horrors, the Flayed Ones stand as a testament to the boundless malevolence and derangement of the Necron race. Once noble Necrontyr, the Flayed Ones were cursed with an insidious affliction that spawned a voracious hunger for organic flesh within their mechanical frames. Stripped of reason and driven to the brink of madness, these twisted automatons serve as specialized close combat troops within the Necron forces. Emerging from unknown dimensions that exist solely to accommodate their grotesque presence, they join their metallic brethren in battle, though never by invitation from the Necrons themselves. Their appearance is a grotesque spectacle that defies the laws of nature. Stooped and yet terrifyingly agile, these abominations excel at infiltrating enemy ranks, sowing terror and despair. Equipped with flensing blades that extend from their jagged fingers, they can strip the flesh from a man's bones in mere moments, leaving behind a trail of skinned corpses and paralyzing fear. To witness the Flayed Ones in their debased state is to confront a sight so horrifying that it sears itself into the mind forever. Pieces of their victims' flesh and hide adorn their wiry frames, remnants of their insatiable hunger that can never be satiated. Unhinged from reason or logic, they defile their metallic forms with blood and gore, reveling in their grotesque actions. It is this madness, both of mind and body, that sets the Flayed Ones apart from their Necron brethren. Their existence is a testament to the grim consequences of tampering with the natural order, a reminder of the perils that await those who seek to defy the cosmic balance. The Flayed Ones serve as an ominous reminder that even in their undying state, the Necrons are not immune to the ravages of madness and decay. I've come to understand through my extensive research that the Flayers are a chilling manifestation of the horrors that unfolded during the ancient conflict known as the War in Heaven. These abominable beings are Necrons who have fallen victim to the insidious Flayer virus, a curse inflicted upon them by the malevolent Satan known as Landugor, the Flayer. Originating in the depths of the preternatural War in Heaven, a cataclysmic war that pitted the Necrons against the enigmatic Old Ones and their powerful allies, the Flayed Ones emerged as a twisted consequence of this cosmic struggle. As the Necrons, once flesh and blood beings of the Necrontyr race, sought to overthrow their Catan masters, they shattered the Catan gods into countless shards, including Landugor. But the Flayer did not meet its end in mere fragmentation. No, it was utterly obliterated, torn asunder by the vengeful Necrons who sought to rid themselves of their ancient oppressors. Yet, in a final act of retribution, the dying Flayer cast upon its betrayers the curse of the Flayer virus, an echo of its insatiable hunger for blood and flesh. The Flayed Ones, once proud warriors of the Necron race, succumbed to the Flayer virus, their minds consumed by an all-consuming madness and an unquenchable thirst for gore and carnage. Driven to the brink of insanity, they wear the macabre skin and body parts of their fallen enemies as a grotesque display of terror. Their appearance is an amalgamation of metal and flesh, a horrifying reminder of the price they paid for their rebellion against their former masters. These wretched beings lack any semblance of strategy or tactics, emerging on the battlefield driven solely by their insatiable craving for bloodshed. They are known to stalk their prey patiently, waiting for the perfect moment to strike and unleash their grisly assault. Their arrival is heralded by the tearing of reality itself, as they claw their way through the fabric of existence from their pocket dimensions. The Flayed Ones, despised even by their fellow Necrons, are shunned and feared. Any Necron unfortunate enough to be infected by the Flayer virus is swiftly exiled or destroyed, as the curse spreads like a plague through their living metal bodies. Despite attempts to eradicate them, some Flayed Ones always manage to escape back to their pocket dimension, awaiting the opportunity to materialize once more and sate their eternal hunger. It is a grim and haunting sight to witness these abominations in battle, tearing through their enemies with savage brutality and sadistic pleasure. A grotesque fusion of metal and flesh, a perverse melding of the ancient Necron technology and the twisted remnants of their once living bodies. Their appearance is a haunting testament to the horrors of their transformation and the malevolence of the Catan that cursed them. Their bodies are adorned with the grisly trophies of their victims, with patches of decaying flesh and flayed skin grotesquely melded with the cold metallic exoskeleton of their Necron forms. The Flayed Ones exhibit an insatiable thirst for carnage, their every movement driven by an unhinged frenzy. Their eyes, once cold and lifeless, now burn with an unholy hunger, reflecting the depths of their madness and the malevolent glee they derive from their gruesome acts. These creatures of darkness and horror care not for strategy or tactics. They descend upon the battlefield, drawn by the scent of blood and the promise of violence, attacking anything that crosses their path. Their actions are unpredictable and driven solely by their insatiable hunger for flesh and the desire to spread terror among their enemies. Necron lords view these creatures with caution and understand the dangers they pose to their own forces. As such, the decision to employ Flayed Ones is often a calculated and strategic one, driven by specific circumstances and objectives. Some Necron lords, particularly those of the Maynarch dynasty, have a sinister reputation for their savagery and malice. They have embraced the curse of the Flayer virus, allowing their own malignancy and ruthlessness to deepen. These lords, hardened by their transformation into mechanical Necrons, utilize Flayed Ones with brutal efficiency. They see the Flayed Ones as a tool to spread terror and discord among enemy lines, exploiting the unpredictable nature of these creatures to sow chaos and confusion. However, not all Necron lords rely on Flayed Ones in their military endeavors. They understand the inherent risks associated with these abominations and choose to prioritize more strategic and controlled units in their armies. Flayed Ones are often seen as an unorthodox and unpredictable force that can disrupt battle plans and compromise the cohesion of a Necron force. Furthermore, the Flayed Ones themselves are known for their disdain for tactics and orders. They operate on instinct and a primal thirst for blood, making them difficult to command or integrate into cohesive battle strategies. Their actions are driven solely by their insatiable hunger, rendering them an unreliable asset for many Necron lords. That being said, there are instances where Flayed Ones have been employed effectively by Necron lords. Their ability to stalk prey and wait for opportune moments to strike can be leveraged in specific situations. They excel at exploiting exposed weaknesses and causing panic and disarray among enemy ranks. Some Necron lords, such as Imhotep, has utilized Flayed Ones as a shock force, deploying them to strike fear into the hearts of their adversaries or to exploit gaps in enemy defenses. However, it must be noted that the utilization of Flayed Ones is a double-edged sword. Their unrelenting hunger can prove detrimental if left unchecked unless properly shepherded. They can cause chaos among enemy lines as much as they can in the strict battle lines of Necron warriors. In the eternal struggle against the Necrons, the Flayed Ones serve as a haunting reminder of the dark and twisted path that the Necron race has walked. As Imperial archivists, it is our duty to delve into the depths of their lore, seeking knowledge that will aid us in our mission to protect the Imperium from the encroaching darkness. By understanding the Flayed Ones, we gain a deeper understanding of our adversaries and can better preserve the light of the Emperor's truth in the face of such malevolence. In the face of Xenos, heretics, and chaos, we must remain united and resolute. Our Imperium stands as a beacon of light amidst the encroaching darkness. We must hunt down the Xenos with unwavering determination, root out the heretics with unwavering zeal, and defy the temptations of chaos with unwavering faith. Let us, brethren, rise to the challenges that beset us. Let us study the lessons of the past, unearth the hidden knowledge, and fortify our minds against the temptations of corruption. Together, we shall defend the Emperor's realm, for we are the sword and shield of humanity.